Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Faizun Huda. I'm student of Department of Communication, student from UMY. On this occasion, I'm presenting a research paper titled Culture Shock Among Kuantan Singi Student Communication Accommodation Theory with Perspective. And this research was written by me and Mr. Filosegita Sukmono as the second author. Introduction: Indonesia is a multicultural country. Yogyakarta, known as Student City, is a greeting place for many students from various regions. It's bringing their own culture identity. Among these students, one is student from Kuantan Singingi with its Malay heritage. The student experienced culture shock from Yogyakarta culture. The communication adaptation of Kuantan Singi student in Yogyakarta faced two main challenges that trigger culture shock. First, the intonation. The second is different spatial cognition. These communication issues were analyzed using communication accommodation theory, pioneered by Howard Gills. Communication, communication accommodation theory explains how individuals adjust convergence or different type divergency. Their communication style to manage social distance and achieve interaction goals. This study focused on this verbal and non-verbal behavior to provide an empirical contribution to communication accommodation theory in Indonesia multicultural context. The method in this research is first, the research method employed in this study is qualitative within narrative paradigm and descriptive approach. Second, data collection technique is in-depth interview. Third, data analysis using the Mills and Huberman model. Data reduction, data presentation, and drawing conclusion. Next, the result. Kuantan Singingi student in Yogyakarta faced communication culture shock triggered by the intonation difference of the Kuansing Malay dialect, which tends to be assertive, which is often misunderstood as anger in the more Raven Javanese culture context, as well as difficult understanding local spatial cognition, such a cardinal direction responding to this pressure. They strategically adopt two mechanism of communication accommodation theory. First is convergence. Convergence, which is the dominant strategy in interaction with outgroups. Convergence is carried out by softening the voice and using basic Javanese vocabulary to achieve social agreement and minimize misunderstanding. Second is divergence. In contrast, the divergence strategy is consciously implemented in the in-group, namely IPRY KKS. Divergence involves the full use of the native dialect in an effort to maintain and assert culture identity and build group solidarity. Next is the discussion. Culture shock is a negative response often experienced by students from other region in Yogyakarta. However, this study identified a specific cause of culture shock for Kuantan Singi student the distinct intonation of the Quencing Malay dialect, which is often misinterpreted as anger in Javanese culture, which values politeness. A second unique trigger is the different understanding of cardinal direction. Quanxing students are accustomed to using relative benchmark such as left or right, while local use absolute direction such as north or east. This mismatch in thinking or a class of cognitive system causes Quanxing students not only to fail to understand the language but also to experience mental disorientation. According to communication accommodation theory, this high level of uncertainty force them to employ adaptive strategies of facility social interaction. Glass's conclusion: Kuantan students in Yogyakarta are not merely passive victims of culture shock, but rather intelligent and strategic communication in navigating new social space. They employ the dual mechanism of communication accommodation theory in interaction with local people or outgroup. They employ func- functional convergence, where they soften intonation and attempt to understand spatial navigation system as a survival strategy to be accepted and avoid social misunderstanding. Conversely, when in the Iperia KKS community environment or in group, they employ maintenance divergence. This divergence serve as a space to strengthen ethnic identity and achieve psychological recovery by fully using their strong native dialect. In conclusion, their successfully adoption is measured by their skill in managing the dynamic balance between social accommodation of for external, for external acceptance and identity maintenance for internal stability. That concludes my presentation. I apologize for any errors in the delivery of this presentation. Thanks for your invitation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.